I was originally going to have a sketch here, but it didn't exactly work. So, hi. Twice Upon a Time was the 2017 Christmas special, hence it was broadcast on the 25th of December 2017. It starred Peter Capaldi as the 12th Doctor, David Bradley as the First Doctor, Pearl Mackie as Bill, and Mark Gatiss as the Captain. It was written by Stephen Moffat and directed by Rachel Talalay. We start out with flashbacks to the 10th planet, where we see Hartnell morph into Bradley, who is a lot inferior, playing the First Doctor. I'm only saying it how it is. This is where we see his point of view from the end of The Doctor Falls. We see fun interactions with the First and 12th Doctors, but 12 doesn't like how he doesn't remember not wanting to change. He's afraid the timeline is going to unravel, and now Mark Gatiss appears. I'll refer to him as the character's name of the Captain. We then see a stalemate between the Captain and Toby Whitton. I mean, a German soldier. Before time stops and the Captain gets transported to Antarctica, where he meets the two Doctors. So they enter 12's TARDIS, where we get a glimpse of how all the characters are going to be characterized. We already know 12 is going to have a conflict within himself, but is going to try and be jovial towards his previous self. And the Captain seems to be the sort of comic relief character. And seeing how one is an established character, it must have been easy for Moffat to write him. Now, he's about to tell a joke, which it shows that Moffat was being really considerate, knowing that the First Doctor was a bit more jovial towards the end of his life. So let's see what kind of joke it is.
I am the Doctor, and this is my...
It's complicated, actually. I am also...
my nurse.
Excuse me?
I realize that seems a little improbable.
Yes.
Because he's a man.
What? Did he just make a joke depicting women in a negative light? Like, did he make a misogynistic joke? What? The Doctor would never do that! Like, I know this because I've actually watched the first few seasons of Classic Who, and last time I checked, he was never like that. I mean, sometimes, yeah, the woman might have made cups of tea, but that's just the show being the show. It was a 60s show. I don't remember the Doctor ever doing much like that. And heck, in the 5 Doctors, the Doctor asked Tegan and Turlough to make tea or something. Anyway, after Moffat ruining my childhood, the TARDIS gets abducted, and one goes to see that this place is called the Chamber of the Dead. They want the Captain in exchange for a young woman. Said young woman is Bill Potts. Yes, Bill is back. What a surprise. We get a nice scene where Bill is happy to reunite with 12. The Doctors then escape with Bill and the Captain and go into the First Doctor's TARDIS, and what are those walls? Whomever may be responsible. Have you not seen the 10th planet? Clearly not, because quite frankly, there were no hexagons on the TARDIS walls in that serial. So, apart from that, the console actually looks kinda nice. If I'm gonna nitpick, which I clearly just did, the colour of the console is technically inaccurate because it's meant to be sort of like lime green, turquoisey colour type thing, like we saw in An Adventure in Space and Time, and I think we saw that in Hellbent as well. But that's just a huge nitpick because we never actually got to see that in colour. Anyway, we get a scene where Bill comes out to one and the Captain because they were being sexist. Now, the Captain's reaction, it's justified because, sure, being a lesbian wasn't illegal in the 60s. I mean, being a homosexual man was, but homosexual woman, nah. But still, it wasn't seen as kind of acceptable, if you know what I mean. So, he's a justified reaction. He's from 1914. But the First Doctor had a gay companion, So yeah, he did travel with a gay companion. If you saw my LGBT plus representation in Doctor Who video, you would have known that, Stephen! This makes me think David Bradley's portrayal of the First Doctor is not the First Doctor at all. Like, he is some sort of imposter. He is no way the First Doctor. Because, sure, he may resemble him a lot, but he doesn't sound like him, he doesn't act like him, he's not even got the same TARDIS interior. Anyway, the Doctor needs to find a large data bank to find out more about the Chamber of the Dead! But the First Doctor's TARDIS isn't enough because it hasn't got a lot in it yet. Fair enough. So logically he'd go for the biggest one he knows, the Matrix on Gallifrey. Well, no, he decides to try and find out his info via the Dalek databank, because that makes sense, even though the Matrix is the biggest one in the universe, and the Doctor can probably go to Gallifrey to access it. So the best explanation I can give is that Moffat just wanted to shove a pointless cameo that a few people would recognise, and even fewer people would care about it, because it's Rusty from Into the Dalek. I'm not even kidding. So apparently, according to his interview on the fan show, he stated that he wanted to bring back Rusty because the cameos that are least expected are the best. Okay, I can see the logic behind that, but surely to make it effective, people would actually have to care about the original thing. Anyway, the Doctor accesses the Dalek's databanks via Rusty to find out the information he needs to know. Said information is actually not an evil scheme. Yeah, it's not. It's just that's actually surprising. This is Doctor Who. So, because time, the Doctor returned the Captain to the battlefield, and we find out something that was extremely obvious leading into this Christmas special. That Captain Mark Gatiss is a Lethbridge Stewart, and if you don't know of that lineage in Doctor Who, how are you on this video? Like, how are you even a Doctor Who fan if you don't know who the Lethbridge Stewarts are? So Captain Lethbridge Stewart goes to die. But surprise! It's the Christmas Armistice! I'm surprised we never actually got a Christmas special with the Armistice before. Like, because your typical Christmas special is lighthearted to the point where it's patronising, and the Armistice makes you feel happy that hope was found where no hope was, and I'm gonna stop that analogy there before this turns into Star Wars. But still, it's a very important historical event, which is Christmas related, and is tonally suitable for a Christmas special. I just like that this exists, okay? From this point on, the episode is actually really good, as opposed to meh. So one goes back to Di himself, and we get to re-witness his regeneration scene, which is wrong and cut down. What? So I'm just going to show you how it should look like. So Bill asks if 12 is okay, and a heartwarming scene ensues. It makes a lot more sense to do this rather than having her last words to him being her coming out again. But she gives him a goodbye present. Oh boy, I wonder what this could be. Oh no.
Hello? You stupid old man.
Oh no. Well, at least we get to see good old Nardi again. And we have a nice reference to the fan show.
Yeah, they got my hair a bit wrong though, didn't they?
You don't have any hair.
I have invisible hair.
Then we have a touching scene where 12 feels conflicted whether to end it all or not, and a nice callback to Oxygen in the form of a cuddle, and I'm honestly literally crying right now. Like, it was a beautiful scene. Then the pair disappear before 12 goes in the TARDIS, and here we go! Regeneration scene! It's excellently scored, and excellently written, and excellently directed, with a subtle yet charming 4/4 break. Just watch it already. It's on YouTube. And after the worst regeneration oh my god, no, it's happening again. Let's try it again. Then after the worst regeneration effect, yes, even worse than Planet of the Spiders, we have 13's first scene. I'll just shut up and let you watch. Then the TARDIS violently crashes, and I'll deck anyone who says she's a bad female driver, okay? And she falls out with a brilliant cliffhanger. So, what did I think? Better than expected, but nothing special. I can see what Moffat tried to do. Make a story where the only conflict is the one within the 12th Doctor about regeneration. Fair enough. And the only way to resolve it is by resolving the First Doctor's inner conflict as well, because he doesn't want to regenerate either. Which is symbolically represented by the actual armistice, seeing as how they stopped the conflict going on in the battlefield, they stopped the First Doctor's conflict. And the 12th Doctor describes his life as being a battlefield, so... However, the entertainment value is degraded by quite a few aspects. Number one certain track played at one certain time, and it's I Am the Doctor. It doesn't fit with the Capaldi era at all, and it's been overdone to death. It was overdone in the Matt Smith era, and every time I hear it now, even though I know it's actually a pretty decent track, it's been overdone, and it's just overrated, and it's just... I don't like it. Number 2, Clara's existence. And number 3, it's the most important one. It's David Bradley as the First Doctor. Now, I mentioned before how he doesn't really feel like the First Doctor at all. He just feels like an imposter. He was literally written as being from the 1960s. Moffat, a simple TARDIS wiki search would show you that he's from Gallifrey. Not the 1960s. Might as well change this to the 1960s. There you go, Moffat. There's your changed canon. He doesn't even sound like First Doctor. Sure, like, it might be a bit hard to go, yes, my boy, yes! But at least attempt to do that. Rather than, this is my TARDIS? Like, pausing before every single word. Seriously, it gets annoying really fast. But yeah, just try to do, yes, my boy, and you'll be done. Bradley, I know you tried, but you failed. But the positives are everything else, really. Sure, it's mostly meh. But there are good points in the episode, such as every other actor. Peter Capaldi portrays the 12th Doctor brilliantly as always. Pearl Mackie is great as Bill, however isn't great as she was in Series 10. Mark Gatiss as Captain Lethbridge Stewart is as good as we all expected. I mean, sure, he's not the most talented actor in the world, but he's not a bad actor either. Rachel Talalay is the best Doctor Who director since Graham Harper left, and her style of directing is the best Doctor Who has seen, or some of the best Doctor Who has seen. This episode feels like a send-off to Murray Gold, as we see how some of his most famous tracks, most notably the Doctor's theme, are being played, so it's like Murray Gold's greatest hits. Now, time for the big question. Jodie Whittaker, yay or nay? Well, we've not seen much of her. She only said 2 words, pressed a button, smiled, and fell out of the TARDIS. I know she's a great actress, so I feel she'll do the part the justice it deserves, but really, we'll just have to wait and see how good she is in Series 11. I give Twice Upon a Time a 6 out of 10. As I said, it's nothing special. So this is my last video of the year, so I hope you had a very Merry Christmas, or a great holiday, whatever, and Happy New Year when it comes. But side note, before I end the video off, I'd just like to say thanks so much for watching us for the past year. Doing Universals has been one of my favourite things to do all year, and it's gotten me through the year, to be honest. Because at this point last year, I wasn't feeling that great. School was getting me down, but now, arguably, school's gotten a lot worse in terms of the stuff I have to be doing, but to be honest, I'm enjoying myself. I'm doing what I like doing at school and with the Universals, and I've enjoyed making all the videos that I've made this year, and I'm sure everyone else in the Universals this year has as well. And I hope the newbies next year, I hope they enjoy their videos, and I hope all of us enjoy making videos next year, and I hope you enjoy watching them as well. So, from the bottom of my heart and from all of us at the Universals, thank you for watching us, and see you next year. Take care.